What up, what up? What's the B word, Mom? Anthony Addison. This is another segment of What's the B word. Like and subscribe to the page. Hit me up on Instagram, What's the B word 52, just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the B word, and hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. And y'all already know what's going on with me, baby. Baltimore Raven fan, Raven Nation stand up. Flock, let's get it. And if you're not a fan of the Ravens, you might be a fan of anybody. Hit that like button anyway. Hit that subscribe button anyway, because we talk football, period, baby. But reason why we're here tonight, y'all already know what's going on. Wednesday night, time for my week 6 picks, man. I did pretty good last week. Forgot what team blew my ticket. Somebody blew my ticket last week, but hey, we're going to try to get it right this week. So anyway, we're going to pop it off with this. First game. Oh, hold up. I just noticed something. This just hit me. This just hit me. Hold up, y'all. This is new to me. Hold up. It ain't no Thursday night football tomorrow. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, let's jump to it, man. We got the Detroit Lions versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm gonna go with Detroit on this because the simple fact that the tank bug has hit Jacksonville. The call from up top said, "Hey, we need to lose games because we're trying to get that first pick, or at least the second pick. Because I mean, it's some other bad teams, and that one win might bite them in the butt. Because it's a few of these teams that look like they ain't gonna win a game. I wonder if that can even possibly happen, that we have 2 teams that didn't win a game. Cause whew. Anyway, man, I'm picking Detroit in this game right here, man. Like I said, Jacksonville. The tank bug has really hit Jacksonville. They tanking for whoever. I ain't even gonna say for Trevor or whoever, but they tanking. It's an all-out tank now. Tank mode. So anyway, Detroit in that game. The next game is the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Indianapolis Colts. And I'm gonna pick the Indianapolis Colts on this. The Colts, Joe Burrow had a tough time with our defense last week. Had a real tough time with the defense last week. And he's going against the defense this week that's pretty good too in the Indianapolis Colts. So look for him to struggle a little bit. If he have a big game, I'd be surprised. But hey, look for him to struggle a little bit. But the whole kicker on this game right here is what Phillip Rivers gonna do. Is Phillip Rivers gonna be the guy that's gonna protect the football and don't turn it over, or is he gonna go out there and spend the whole game throwing it at orange jerseys? Cause that's what he been doing this season so far. Is throwing it to the wrong team. The Colts just really won. I think they won game out of their division, but their record could be better if Phillip would stop turning the ball over, man. I wanted to blame it on the offensive line when he was with the Chargers last year, but it looked like Phillip just he done lost it a little bit. So maybe he'll fix those turnovers, and the Colts will win this game right here. But I'm picking them anyway, man, because I believe that the Colts defense gonna make a play. They're gonna make some plays, and they're gonna be able to squeak this game out. So Colts in that game against the Bengals. The next game is the Chicago Bears versus the Carolina Panthers, and I'm riding with Chicago in this game right here. Nick Foles, hey, so it's something about Nick Foles when he come off the bench, he come off the bench versus starting the season off as the starter, man. I'm like, seriously. I mean, the dude just, when he come off the bench, he just with it, man. He just liked it. And he had a pretty good game against Tampa Bay, man. And he really took control. Like, you felt like this was his offense, especially in that drive when he was trying to go hurry up. Felt like it was really his offense, man. And I just think Chicago a better team overall anyway than Carolina, man. I like Chicago defense. They defense pretty good. They was giving Tom Brady some trouble. But the defense is pretty good. They got Fuller out there, Khalil Mack. You got I forgot the young guy, man, but he a beast too. Names be slipping, man. It'd be hard keeping up with all these names. But they got a nice, Chicago got a nice defense. Their defense been good. Been pretty decent the last few years, man. And all they need is Nick to just keep doing what he doing, man. Not turning the ball over like that. Taking charge of the offense, getting them downfield, man. And Chicago just might be decent. They just might be decent this year if they can keep up, keep Nick going at the pace that he going right now. Because they going to have to keep going on this pace because Green Bay look like they not doing any slowing down. And that's just being real, man. Green Bay looks good this year. But I'm picking Chicago in this game against the Carolina Panthers, man. The next game is the New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins. I already know. Y'all already know how I feel about the Jets. The Jets just released Le'Veon Bell because, Le'Veon was robbing them for money. Boy, I'm talking about robbing them, not even blind. This was like one of the most obvious robberies I ever seen ever. He was like literally just robbing them, barefaced, no mask. Just give me your money. Give me the dollar. Give me the dollar. But they didn't release Le'Veon Bell, man. The Jets are like I said before. I done said it week after week after week. The Jets are just one of the worst teams in the NFL. I'm gonna watch them play a little bit if they got Joe out there, cause even though Joe not in Baltimore no more, I'm still gonna cheer for Joe, man. The man won a Super Bowl with us. I love him to death. But he in a bad situation, and with that offensive line and the way the Jets set up, I just hope he got his track shoes ready, man. Cause this is just the worst put together team in the league, really. Both New York teams. But I'm gonna ride with Miami, man. Miami, Fitzpatrick, he a streaky guy when it come to his gameplay. And Miami they just playing better. It's just flat out like that. Miami Dolphins is playing better than the Jets because the Jets are terrible. Miami's not great, but they better than the Jets so far. I mean, that's just being real, man. It's black and white from now on, man. I mean, it's nothing deep to really think about it. The next game, we got the Green Bay Packers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And as you see, I got two screens. And I'm torn in between two games that I want to watch on the bottom screen. Because Baltimore going to be on the top. Well, now, I'll be able to watch this game on the bottom screen because it's at 325. So, hey, you got Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. Tom coming off a loss. Aaron Rodgers coming off a bye. And that's why I'm picking the Green Bay Packers to win this game. Aaron Rodgers and his coach, LaFleur, they looking real good together. It seems like they just really in sync. And they coming off a bye week preparing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The defense has been playing well in Green Bay. Green Bay, to me, honestly, this is my honest opinion. Green Bay is looking like the most complete team in the NFC side right now. They looking like the best team in the NFC side right now. Now, Seattle's playing good, true enough, but Seattle's defense hasn't been all that either. The Seattle's defense has been giving up points a lot, but Green Bay defense has been playing decent. So, to me, right now, Green Bay is the most complete team on the NFC side, man. They playing the best football right now. You got A-Rod looking like old A-Rod. He actually got a running game. He actually got a defense that can get some stops here and now. And this is what this man been asking for all his career. Like, make it easy on me, man. Let me be great when I gotta be great, but make it easy on me. And I just don't see Tampa Bay winning this game, especially with them coming off a bye week. And Tom Brady, Tom still playing hard. He's still playing good. I mean, he not Tom Brady of like 5 years ago, but he's still playing hard and he's still playing good. He's still a little suspect when it comes to throwing outside them numbers, though, man. Sooner or later, the NFL finna start game planning on it. Noticing that Tom Brady, like, throwing outside the numbers is not, like, he lost a little strength in his arm. Because every time he try to run past that 10 and out, it seems like he's going back to the house for 6. So, we just gonna see. But, like I said, I'm picking Green Bay in this game. 1, because they coming off a bye week. 2, they just in the groove right now. LaFleur and Rodgers, they just game planning well, and they just playing good ball right now. Defense playing good. It's just, I feel like Green Bay the better team. Right now I feel like Green Bay the best team in the NFC. The next game is the LA Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers, and I'm picking the Rams, man, off the simple fact San Francisco just too banged up. San Francisco is a good team. They was a real good team, but they just too banged up, man. They missing a lot of pieces. They missing a lot of pieces, man. And I mean, Shanahan is a good coach, but you still got to have your big horses out there. You got to have your horses out there on the field. And he don't. That's just a simple fact, man. He don't. If you remember in 2015 when we had the injury bug like that, man, it was a rough year. But rightfully so, man. It's hard to win in the NFL week in, week out with your horses on the field. But it's most definitely hard to win week in, week out when you ain't got your horses on the field. So, San Fran, man, y'all might not make the playoffs and all that, man, because it's just a tough year, man. It started all the way back in the offseason when Debo got hurt. Now Bosa hurt. Now this got hurt. Now that got hurt. I mean, San Fran just having a hard time with that injury bug. So I'm going to pick the Rams in this game right here because they're more healthy. and they playing decent football. You know, you got Aaron Donald looking like Aaron Donald that we seen a couple of years ago. Even though it's crazy because when you so good, yo down like a so-called down year, because it was like some people claim he had a down year last year. His down so-called down year is still better than like majority of the league. Um, I just like the Rams better though. I just like the Rams better in this game right here. The next game is a Monday nighter, and I got it screenshotted wrong, like not in order. But I got the Kansas City Chiefs playing against the Buffalo Bills. Now Buffalo shocked me by getting whooped by Tennessee like that. But then at the same time, Vrabel had he had time to game plan for you. And, when Vrabel got time to game plan for you, he gonna have a good game plan for you. That's just facts. But both teams coming off a loss, and who do I think gonna show up more coming off a loss? Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen? And you better bet your bottom dollar that it's Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes gonna come out there and he gonna ball. He gonna ball this game right here. But don't sleep on Josh Allen just because he didn't have a great game this past week. It's gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a good Monday night game. Very good Monday night game. Buffalo got a decent defense. Offense been playing good, but they missed Smoke Brown real bad. John Brown, Smokey, they used to play for us. They missed him real bad the other night. But this gonna be a good game, man. This two good teams on the AFC. Two of the top tier teams in the AFC. Cause the Bills, believe it or not, is a top tier team in the AFC this year so far. And I'm saying so far because it's a long season. But so far the Bills are a top tier team. They've been building from this. From the year before last to last year to this year. So you gotta just give them their respect. You gotta when respect is due, you gotta give them respect. The Bills look dang good so far this season, but they don't look good as Kansas City to me. And I'm picking Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. The next game, Monday nighter. We got two Monday nighters. Woohoo! I'm gonna have to drive fast from work for the Kansas City game, baby. I'm gonna be flying 2 wheels. But anyway, we got the Arizona Cardinals versus the Dallas Cowboys. And in this game right here, I'm picking the Arizona Cardinals. Not because of the reason why y'all think, because of Dak Prescott going down and stuff like that. Because believe it or not, and I keep telling people, and I told Cowboy fans who don't believe it, Andy Dalton can win with this team. He can score points with this offense. Andy Dalton is not a bad quarterback. He was just in a bad organization. He had a good team around him some years and stuff like that, but it still don't change the fact that Cincinnati is just a bad organization. They don't really make great moves a lot of time. They kept a coach that should have been fired a long time ago, and Michael Lewis, I think that's his name, Michael Lewis. They kept him forever, and he should have been fired a long time ago. Andy Dalton is not a bad quarterback. But what is bad, and it was very bad, is the Dallas Cowboys defense. Because I told somebody this on Facebook. Andy Dalton could win with the Cowboys, but too bad he don't play safety or linebacker. Because the Dallas Cowboys defense is on pace, like seriously, to be like historically bad with giving up points. They have gave up so many points so far this season that it's sad. And even though Kyler Murray got back on track last week, I just expect for him to eat against a defense that's this bad. As Nuke Hobson and just all those guys. Just look for them to eat in this game right here. Because Dallas Cowboys defense can't stop anybody. The Giants only scored 18 points in their last two games before they played Dallas. And I can't remember what they put up on Dallas. I think it was like 20-something. But that tells the whole story. The Giants scored a lot of points on the Cowboys defense. So that should give you a perspective of how bad the defense is right now. So I'm picking the Cardinals in this game right here, man. Off the sole reason that they defense, Dallas can't stop nobody. I can probably get you about 10 more of my subscribers, and we can probably go score on the Dallas defense. That's how bad they playing right now. So I'm picking the Cardinals. The next game is New England Patriots versus the Denver Broncos. And I'm picking New England in this game right here. Belichick's the better coach. Will Cam Newton play? Will he not play? I don't know. But one thing about it, when people say next man up, the Patriots are the epitome of that. no matter what the situation is, who they have on the field, Bill Belichick will have his team ready to compete and play. Because look at the season so far. You know, they missing a lot, but due to players opting out and stuff like that. And they still competing at a high level and just playing hard. Belichick will always, that's what's so great about him as a coach. No matter the situation, he always have his team prepared and ready to play. So Denver, be prepared, be ready, because the Patriots are definitely gonna be ready, and I think they're gonna win this game right here, man. They've been out. They missed last week. You know, they forced to miss last week, so I know they're gonna be ready to play. Just come to think about it, you gave Belichick extra time to prepare for a team. New England can't lose that game right there. The next game is the Houston Texans versus the Tennessee Titans, and I'm picking the Titans, man. Simple as that. Houston is one of the worst teams in the league. They in a bad situation. Billy O'Brien really just did a number on that organization as far as like how he left it. He already got rid of their best player, got rid of one of their tackles back in the few years ago. Deshaun Watson don't have no legit number one receiver. Got an old running back that really just ain't hitting on Jack. I mean, he play alright, but he wasn't worth trading away your best wide receiver. And then, mind you, in the future, I'm like, Billy O'Brien screwed them in the future too. They don't have they didn't have a first round pick this past year, and they got a second from the new Hobson trade. And then next year they don't have a first or a second round next year. So tanking and losing on purpose don't even do them justice. It don't even help them. That's terrible. He really, really left that team in a bad situation. And the Titans, everything just looking good for the Titans. Undefeated, defense playing better. Shout out to my dog Malcolm Butler, because he caught him 2 picks. He tried to take one to the crib. Defense played better. Offense still looking decent, man. The offense surprisingly, like Tannehill is looking very good for Tennessee. I think he really, really found his home. I mean, of course, because he got the contract, but he really, really feel good in Tennessee. They haven't got Derrick Henry just going yet, but then, you know, pump your brakes, because one thing about it, if you look at the last 3 years on Derrick Henry, he's a second half of the season type of back. He reaches his peak at the end of the season. So just be on the lookout for that. But I'm gonna pick the Tennessee Titans in this game, man. They just a more complete team. And man, they look good, man. They look good. They surprised me in that Buffalo Bills game. I thought the Buffalo was gonna give them a better game than that. But Tennessee came out there and they put it on. Even though Tannehill was like 2 steps in front of the line of scrimmage when he threw that pass. I'm just going to be real. I had to throw that out there. The next game is the game I'm going to be watching on the bottom screen, because it's at the same time our game. And that's the Cleveland Browns versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I'm really ready to see this game right here, off the fact that this is the Pittsburgh first team that they playing with a winning record. So I'm ready to see what Cleveland will look like against Pittsburgh and what Pittsburgh will look against Cleveland, because the last division game Cleveland played, I think, was against us, and they didn't do good at that. Well, they played Joe Burrow and them. I'm lying, but I'm just ready to see, man. I'm ready to see if Pittsburgh really legit. Is this the team that's gonna be one of the teams that's gonna be fighting to come out of the AFC? Because to me, truth is, you can't make your schedule and stuff like that. You gotta play who in front of you, but the teams that they played all were weak teams, and to me, they barely squeaked by on almost every game. So I gotta see. Not saying that Cleveland just are super good, but they got a winning record, and they getting their groove. So I just want to see what Pittsburgh look like against a team with a winning record. Now Pittsburgh and Cleveland have the same problem right now. They got a good pass rush, but they secondary not playing well right now. They got the same problem. So we got to put that in perspective too, because Chase Claypool might have him a big game. But at the same time, when you flip it around, Odell Beckham might have him a good game. So we just got to wait and see, man. So I'm picking Cleveland in this game right here, man. I think Cleveland going to give Pittsburgh their first loss. I just feel it. I feel like Pittsburgh going to get their first loss. The next game is the Baltimore Ravens versus the Philadelphia Eagles. You know I'm picking my Ravens, and I'm not going to go into detail because y'all know how I do. The next game, and this is my coin flipper. No, this ain't my coin. I got 2 coin flippers now that I look at it. The next game is the Washington football team versus the New York Giants. Now, to me, this ain't even a coin flipper. Washington bad, true enough. Washington bad. They not good this year. Shout out to Alex Smith too, man. Alex Smith got to play in his first game in like 3 years after that leg injury, man. And it take guts for that man to rebuild, like to just go through therapy like that and to get back on the field and not be scared to go out there. That man almost lost his leg, y'all. Like a lot of people don't understand the seriousness of that injury, but shout out to Alex Smith, man, because that was huge. But I'm gonna pick Washington in this game right here, man, because New York just that bad. New York suck. It's just flat out, man. Both New York teams have like the worst put together teams in the league right now. They not playing good. They don't look good. They look like they almost don't want to be there. I mean, seriously, it's just bad. It's very bad. So Washington, I mean, to me, Washington got a better upside than New York do. You know, they got a decent pass rush. Matter of fact, their defense is decent. They got a decent receiver. I wish they would have gave Haskins a little bit more time because, I mean, if you put Danny Dimes, I'm not going to call him Danny Dimes. Danny Jones, because he don't deserve Danny Dimes right now, y'all, if you're wondering. Danny Jones, and you put Haskins stats side by side, then they about wasn't what. So Haskins wasn't really playing that bad. When we played him, he didn't play that bad. He just ran across a better team. But still, I'm going to pick Washington in this game right here, man. They got a better defense. They got a better something. They got something that's playing good. New York has nothing playing good. I'm talking about nothing. Maybe they special teams. I don't know. New York is not playing good at all, man. And the next game is kind of like a coin flipper. It's the Atlanta Falcons versus the Minnesota Vikings. And in my last game, man. And I'm picking the Minnesota Vikings, man. A lot of people question that call that Zimmerman made when he went for it on 4th down instead of kicking the field goal, making an 8-point game. I understand if he did, not understand if he didn't. Because at the same time, if you kick that field goal to make it an 8-point game, then you got a chance to win the game because Russell got to drive the field to score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion. But if you get the first down, you know for a fact the game over. So I understood where he was coming from. Plus, if the running back would have opened his eyes up and went to the right, he would have scored a touchdown. So he called the right play and everything. The running back just didn't execute. Execution is the key, y'all. But anyway, man, I'm going to pick the Minnesota Vikings in this game, man. Atlanta, don't be surprised this offseason that it'll be a full overhaul in Atlanta. Why? Coach got fired. Did they fire who was that fired the GM? Was it them that fired the GM too and the coach? I can't remember. I think so. I think they fired the GM too. Yeah, fired the GM and the coach. Houston did it. Houston did it same time. Bow. Because the coach was the GM. But don't be surprised if Atlanta do a full overhaul, as in they draft a quarterback next year. Don't be surprised. Matt Ryan's getting old, and they haven't been winning since the Super Bowl year. Might trade Julio Jones this offseason. Don't be surprised, because they going to want some more draft picks, because they finna be in full rebuilding mode, and the new GM is going to want to build a team how he wants to build a team. So don't be surprised about that. So, Atlanta, it's time to hit that tank button. Even though Minnesota haven't won a game either, it's time to hit that tank button. It's the Kirk Cousins last year in this contract. I think wasn't this contract a 3-year contract? I can't remember. So don't be surprised if they get rid of Kirk Cousins in Minnesota, man. It's just both teams are a mess right now. But I hope they don't fire Joe. I hope they don't fire Zimmerman, man. Zimmerman a good coach. I just hope they don't fire him. I hope he can make it through. But anyway, y'all, them my picks for week 6. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Tell me what your picks is. If you feel different by how I said about your team, or just how you feel about a team in general. Comment down. If your ticket hit last week. If your ticket hit last week, send me some money on Cash App, baby. Look out for your boy. But anyway, man, We almost at 1,000 subscribers. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Share the video, please. We almost at 1,000. When we get to 1,000, I'm giving away 2 of these to 2 of my lucky subscribers. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I said at the end of the video just to make sure y'all watch the video. Shout out to Venomous Raven because he watched the whole video last time. But anyway, Flock, I love y'all. Subscribers, I love y'all. And I'm out.